Hi everybody, Mr. Collins here. We're going to do a couple videos involving the binomial theorem, and I'd ask you to download the PDF from Schoology. Now the binomial theorem here, really in this first video, we're just going to talk about binomial numbers, which is kind of a branch of combinatorics. So if you look in this warm up, and again, I'd suggest that you do this and hit the pause button on your computer. Look at the problem. You have 6 friends, and I'm just going to call them A, B, C, D, and E, and you have to choose 3 at a time. And we're just going to kind of list them all by brute force. You could do A, B, C, A, B, D, A, B, E, A, B, F, right? And then, of course, you know, that's everybody with A and B, and then maybe you could start with A and C, A, C, D, A, C, E, A, C, F. So that's all the ACs. So now you can go to A, D, E, and A, D, F. And finally, you can do A, E, F. And I've listed just everybody that starts with A or with your friend Andy. And now you got to kind of start with Betty or start with the B's. So it would be B, C, D, B, C, E, B, C, F. You're going to see there's a little bit less, right? Because we don't have A in any of these. And then we've already done the B, C's. So now we'll do B, D, E, B, D, F. And we're done with B and D. So now we can go to B, E, and then F. So if you look, there were really 10 of these, right? There were 6 of these. So we've done the A's, we've done the B's. Now let's do C, right? Start with C or start with Claire. So we'll go C, D, E, C, D, F. And that's all the CDs. So now we'll go to C, E, F. There are 3 of these if we start with Claire, and then finally the last one you're left with is D, E, and F. Right, so if you look, there's what, 10 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, so there's 20 combinations. So altogether that gives 20. By the way, these numbers are called triangular numbers. I think you could see why. These numbers, these 10, 6, 3, and 1, you can form triangles out of all of those. But the important thing is counting up those combinations. Okay, now there's a shortcut. Okay, the shortcut is given here. Okay, it's the combination function, or some people call it the choose function. And it's written a couple of different ways. What we did was we did 6 choose 3, kind of written like a fraction without the fraction bar. On your calculator, you'll also see it like this. You'll see it with a big C for combination and a couple of subscripts with that 6 and that 3 like that. That's under, in the TI-84, it's under the math button, and you'll see it under the PRB for probability. You'll see it over there. I'm just going to verify that right now, but I'm almost positive. It goes to math, and you go to probability. And if you go there, it's the 3rd option down, but you'll easily figure that out. So if you do this on a calculator, you'll get 20. But there is a mathematical way to do this, you know, and I'm trying to save a little bit of space, but 6 choose 3. The definition is here in green, but it's top number factorial over the bottom number factorial, and then the difference factorial. So that's 6 factorial over 3 factorial, 3 factorial. And don't forget what factorial is. It's all the numbers written in descending order and multiplied together. And of course, when you do this, you get a lot of canceling. These 3 2 1s cancel, and 3 times 2 gives 6, and 5 times 4, of course, gives 20. So no matter how we do this, we're going to get 20. So if you have 6 elements and you have to choose 3 of those, there's 20 different combinations of ways to do that. And the last thing I want to point out, another way you can get these binomial numbers or these combination numbers is through Pascal's triangle, which you may have seen in middle school, but I'm going to replicate it here. And what you do is you just start with a 1, 1, 1. And on the outside, you always have these ones. And then on the inside, you take the numbers above and add them up. Again, each row, we start with ones on the end and then add the two numbers above, kind of like diagonally like that to get the numbers in the middle. We'll do a couple more rows. That's 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1, 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and this goes on forever. But what you actually get here, and I'll highlight this row, you actually get these choose numbers or combination numbers. So for instance, this would be 6, choose 0, 6, choose 1, 6, choose 2. Here's the one we did in the warm-up today. 6, choose 3 ended up being 20. 6, choose 4, 6, choose 5, and finally 6, choose 6. So as an example, if you had to pick among 6 friends, if you had to choose 2 of them, there would have been 15 ways to do that. If you had to choose 4 of them, there also would have been 15 ways to do that. But so those are combinations, or what I like to call choose numbers. And that's kind of the first step in figuring out this binomial theorem. So I'm going to stop that video right here, and we'll do another video in a minute.